Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Wildcats of Johnson & Wales University in a non-conference field hockey matchup. Hello again, and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call here this afternoon. A gorgeous day, a spectacular September Saturday here in Middletown. The first home game of the year for Salve Regina and their first game in quite some time. 679 days since the last time the Seahawks set foot here on Gaudet Field, and it is a much different Gaudet Field this time than the last. A beautiful turf renovation was completed just a few weeks ago. The Seahawks have gotten some practice time on this field, but the first time live game action will take place here, and what is just a gorgeous renovated turf surface. Salve Regina 1-0. They started their season earlier this week. They defeated Wheaton 3-2 in overtime. Eliza Timms scored 2 goals, but it was Grace Parker who scored the game winner in the 76th minute. Senior Olivia Butler made 5 saves in that game. She'll be between the pipes once again today, the senior from Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Meanwhile, the Wildcats, they're also 1-0. They defeated Eastern Connecticut 5-2 in that game. They outshot the Warriors 18-9. Mia Bulk, 2 goals scored, her first career goals. Jillian Mealy had 2 as well. 6 saves for Madison Flaxington, who will be between the pipes for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats will start with possession. Seahawks are there to take it away at midfield. Olivia Hussey back out to midfield. That pass broken up. Wildcats with a chance to carry it out, but Hussey battling for it and then called for a foul. Just a spectacular day here in Middletown. Thank you for finding us here on the Salve Athletics Network. Another Seahawk foul on the far side. Allison Trunfio. That time drawing the foul. And then the Seahawks turn it right back over. Hussey trying to settle it down. Emily Frazier trying to get it to Bedrosian. Trying to navigate the near sideline. Right in front of the Wildcats bench. Frazier stick handling right wing side. Some nifty moves there to keep possession. Seahawks now trying to move it across the field. Errant pass from Maggie Hansen. Wildcats can't do anything with it, though. Salve will keep it near side once again for Frazier. And she'll play it all the way back. Played across the field now by Abby Dubuque, the senior from Burlington, Vermont. Trunfio. Far side of the field. Seahawks moving left to right here in the first quarter, wearing their home blues. Wildcats moving right to left in the road whites. Kristen Wales turns and fires, and booting it away is Flaxington on a long-distance entry from Wales. Seahawks will bring it in from the far corner. And another whistle here on the Wildcats. Trunfio with it in the far side. Plays it back out high. Crossfield pass into a crowd. Timms able to keep it, draws a foul, now floats it in towards the cage, loose in the slot. Seahawks trying to get to it. Still loose. The Wildcats doing a good job to converge and not let the Seahawks get a shot off. And we have a corner. And it will be Bedrosian, the one putting it in play. Left side of the cage. Bedrosian up top for a shot. That one's deflected, hops in on the cage, and they score. That one deflected in front. The redirect on the initial shot. And we'll give you a look at the replay. Try and see if we can pick out who it is. Had Timms in there as well. And it looks like that may have been Timms who got a piece of that. So 1-0 Salve. Credited to Timms for now. That could change. Had Timms and Hussey both in the area. Seahawks take the 1-0 lead. 11:15 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Third goal of the year for Timms. And Tim's a big part of what the Seahawks want to do. 23 goals, 11 assists, 57 total points in 2019. Here comes Bedrosian up the right side, trying to feed it across, goes off of Timms and out of play. Wildcats will take it. Timms ranked second in the Commonwealth Coast Conference in all three of those categories, goals, assists, and points, 2 years ago, only behind teammate Ashley Cody, who graduated in 2020. And it's the situation a lot of teams are in. You have a mix of some grad students or seniors who have seen tons of action, and then lots of freshmen, sophomores, maybe even juniors, who the last time they saw the field was their freshman year, maybe didn't see a lot of time. So squads are relying on the veteran bunch to start. It'll be interesting to see. Nobody really knows what they have for the first couple of weeks here. How some of the youngsters or the players who haven't just had the opportunity to get the experience will pan out. So far, Timms just doing what she does. 3 goals already on the season. Darian Shepard trying to push it into the attacking end for the Wildcats, knocked away from her. And Dubuque feeds it left side. Seahawks look to move it through midfield. And it's intercepted by the Wildcats. Carrie-Ann Fagan up the right side. Jillian Mealy will carry it wide into the corner. Picked up by Wales. 2 of them tangle. And the foul will go against Salve. Ball loose out high. Seahawks will just fire it out to midfield. Chop pass out into the circle, and play for the Wildcats, I think, stepped on the ball. Got tripped up. Here's Bedrosian up the right-hand side. Stymied right in front of the Wildcats bench. That slows the rush. Ball into the slot. Wildcats knock it free. Bedrosian there to steal it. She'll fire it towards the cage, and it'll misfire off the side and out of play. One 0 Salve Regina. 8:20 and counting to go in the first quarter. Intercepted by Frazier. Up to the point. Hussey plays it into the middle, looking for Timms. She can't turn with it. Wildcats look to run it out on the near side. Frazier, though, battling, trying to win back possession, and she does. Drawing a foul as well. Emily Frazier, wide on the right side. Wanted to fire it in front. Kind of got nubbed off the end of her stick. And the soft shot was intercepted. Wildcats look to clear, but given right back. Dancing now is Sam Levy. She'll float it in. Knocked down by Tim. She tries to fire it towards the net. Save made by Flaxington. And a soft clear from her out to the wing. Wildcats trying to run it out. Levy again. Trying to fire it into the slot. Broken up by the Wildcats. Frazier couldn't get a stick on it. And then Johnson and Wales will lose it out of play along the near side. Haley Schneider not able to hang on to it for Johnson and Wales. Seahawks with it up top. Wildcats will take it back after the whistle. Trying to thread the needle and able to get it on the run to Jillian Mealy. Has her pocket pick, but a foul. Ball loose at the 25, but another whistle going against Salve Regina. Mackenzie Wolf looking to slide it out high, picked off by the Seahawks. Shannon Kennedy turning and drawing a foul. Carrie Ann Fagan for Johnson and Wales. Can't gain the zone. Grace Parker draws a whistle on the far side. She was the hero for Salve in their season opener. First goal of the year, scoring in the 76th minute to give the Seahawks a 3-2 overtime victory. This ball will get out of play deep in the Wildcat zone. Last touch by Salve. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Most of the action taking place here on the south end of the field for the Seahawks. Frazier wanted to backhand it across the field. Got tied up. Wildcats now looking to clear. Floated out near midfield. And stolen back by Salve. Here's Frazier again. Fires it into the slot. Timms trying to turn. Kennedy will take a whack at it, and a boot save made. Second chance save made by Flaxington as well. Third time's the charm, and the Seahawks score. That looks like Timms again. So 3 saves in a row for Flaxington. Excuse me, 2 saves in a row. But not able to get the third shot. .443 to go in the first quarter. Seahawks leading 2-0. On the run now, straight into the slot for the Wildcats. A shot. Butler makes the save with the boot, denying Jillian Mealy. Out to the wing. Kennedy will roll it ahead. Whistle here against Salve. Wildcats will take it. Budanis. Near side to Fagan. Kennedy jumps in front of that pass and draws a whistle. And the Seahawks give it right back. Exchange of turnovers here in the midfield. Kennedy, little pocket pass to Parker. She'll take it up the right side, chops it out to the point. Deflected by the Wildcats. Seahawks race over to try and collect it. Maggie Hansen on the far side. Looking for an angle. We'll drop it on back. And the Seahawks will play it all the way back to Levy. Her pass deflected, nearly stolen, and then Levy trying to block Mealy, called for the foul. Mealy up the right-hand side, looks to slide it on the goal, and a save made by Butler. Good response here from the Wildcats after the Seahawks took the 2-0 lead. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Seahawks will get it back after the whistle on the far side. Slid for a Parker. She'll walk it up the far side. Hard pass through midfield. Levy. Make this Lauren Foster. Trying to grab it at midfield. Maya Bulk. Sophomore for the Wildcats. Had her first career goals against Eastern Connecticut. Here's Mealy walking right on the doorstep, denied by Butler. Second shot is booted away. .118 and counting to go in the first quarter. I'm going to make the Wildcats replace the ball. Mackenzie Wolf plays it back to Fagan, trying to fire into the middle. Deflected by Salve. Seahawks will look to work it out. Jillian Mealy draws a corner. First corner for the Wildcats. And we'll see who they place out there with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. That's Margaret Johnson. Slid in onto the wing. Shot bounced towards the cage and wide. Lifted aerial to midfield. Knocked down by the Seahawks. Bedrosian. Frazier. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Bedrosian up the right side. Trying to get it through to Timms. She's double teamed along the near side with 1 second. And that'll do it for the quarter. So a strong start for Salve. They'll lead 2-0. Wildcats with a bit of a response there after falling behind 2-0. We'll see if that will carry into the second quarter for them. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the second quarter. You're watching non-conference field hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Resolutions for 2021 are to continue to see our student athletes excel in the classroom, continue to be strong community members reaching out to others, for us to see more of our family friends, and alumni, and to give every student athlete a chance to win a championship. I wear this so that I remember what our true potential is. Our main goal is to be together in person, cheering on our Seahawks as they compete. Each one will have an opportunity to win a championship and have personal bests. In 2021, I hope to see you here cheering on our Seahawks. Stay well, be healthy, go Seahawks.
Welcome back to Gaudet Field, start of the second quarter. Salve Regina leading Johnson and Wales 2-0 here in the home opener for Salve Regina. Second game of the year for both of these squads. 2 goals for Eliza Timms there in that first quarter. Wildcats put something together at the end of that first quarter. See if it will carry over here into the second. That was a chance almost for Allison Gensarelli, sophomore from Wakefield, Rhode Island. But couldn't carry it past the arc. Players tripped up on the far side. Play will continue. Trunfillo touched it out of play. Johnson & Wales will take it back. 7-5 the shot advantage for Salve in that first quarter. 6-4 in shots on goal. Each team had a corner. Maggie Hansen drops it back. Wildcats will take over again at midfield. Circling is Michaela Weaver. Into space, knocked away by Olivia Hussey. And she gives it right back over to Johnson & Wales. Seahawks swarming defensively to whoever has the ball. Not much space for the Wildcats to operate here in midfield. Here's Frazier up the near side, trying to navigate traffic. Frazier. Backhanded flip. And she's whistled. Through pass finds Timms. Trying to get it across to Bedrosian. Knocked away from her. Seahawks will keep it in at midfield. Near side Bedrosian right in front of the Wildcats bench. Trying to get it through to Timms on the right side. And a whistle here will give it back to Johnson & Wales. Frazier, though, jumping in front of the pass. Trying to keep it alive for Salve Regina. And instead, Allison Gensarelli to the far side for Trunfillo to steal for Salve. Spinning across now back into the middle for Olivia Hussey. Cross for Bedrosian. It hops up on her stick. And the whistle will go the way of the Wildcats. .12:07 and counting to go here in the second quarter. 2-0 Salve Regina. Trunfillo nearly able to steal it on the far side, and she draws a whistle. Seahawks play it back out into midfield. Hussey settles it down at the 30-yard line. Hard pass. Pass Hussey. Timms up top has Bedrosian in front. Looking for space. She can't get it to go. And the Seahawks will turn it over at the top of the arc. Hussey once again in the fray. A little bit of daylight here for the Wildcats. Jumping in front, though, again, is Maggie Hansen. Pokes it away. Wildcats will keep it. And will walk it in from the far side. 10:53 to go in the second quarter. Aerial pass bouncing at the arc. One-timer towards the goal. That one missing, not by much. Allison Gensarelli off the bounce, firing it wide. A little bit of traffic and screening action in front for Butler as well. Frazier. Tripped up. And they're going to call that the other way. Wildcats turn it right back over to Salve. And then given away quickly again to Carrie-Ann Fagan. Levy. Along to Bedrosian, who draws a whistle. Sam Levy now. Timms. Back to Hussey. Near side, Bedrosian. Bedrosian angling inside. And Seahawks will turn it over. Another whistle. Frazier with the steal. Looking to slide it across. Jumping in, trying to push it inside. Timms along with Wales in front. Seahawks with it on the perimeter. Trinfio into the corner. That's Grace Parker. Parker trying to shield the ball, keep it away from Carrie-Ann Fagan. Looking to get it through to Timms. And the Seahawks will turn it over in the attacking end. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Salve Regina leading 2-0. Trinfio. Backhand pass. Taken away by Johnson and Wales. Given right back. Kennedy. Couldn't sneak it through. Actually make that Maggie Hansen. Wildcats will take it at the 35. Hard pass, grabbed by Hansen. As Margaret Johnson trying to feed it in from midfield. Trinfio pulls it away from the top of the arc. And now looks to start the break. Walks it slowly into midfield. Played on back to Hansen. Hansen stood up by Gensarelli. And Gensarelli will take it away. Darian Shepard draws a whistle at the top of the arc. Kate Sloan straight away up top. Looks to push it right side for Shepard. And that pass misses the mark. .7:26 to go in the first half. Seahawks leading 2-0. Timms trying to run onto it, and a good job there defensively by Johnson and Wales. That's Megan Kramer who met Timms at the ball. Frazier can stick handle through two Wildcats. And the Seahawks will turn it over. Wales trying to poke it free. Kristen Wales, senior captain from Southport, Connecticut. Wales, Timms, and Butler, the captains here for this Seahawks squad. Butler here looking to boot it away. Ball loose in the slot, thrown towards the cage and wide. A lot of open space there for the Wildcats, but it's sent wide. But those are the three captains, Butler, Timms, and Wales. Both Timms and Wales were second-team All-CC selections in 2019. And head coach Jen Foster, now in her 15th season at the helm of the Seahawks, said she's going to be leaning on the experience and leadership of those 8 seniors a lot. They have a large returning group. This one played into the slot. Wildcats trying to center it. Held out on the wing, fired towards the goal. That's blocked. Ball rolling right in front. Butler just got a toe on that one. Players got tangled up in the stick. Ripped right out of the hands of a Wildcat player. That was Haley Schneider who got hooked up there. Schneider can't get it past Frazier. Lefebvre lost it from behind. Stepping up now. And that was Dubuque feeding it out towards midfield. .420 to go in the first half. Two 2-0 Salve with the lead. Better push here from that late first quarter. And so far here in the second from the Wildcats. And that aerial pass misplayed by Katie Sloan. Wildcats turn it over just to finish the point from head coach Jen Foster. She said they have a large returning group, and although they missed competition last year, all the practices really helped develop the skills, and that she's excited to combine her new players into the mix and just to get back out on the field. See everybody in action. Budenas trying to slide it through for Jillian Mealy. Mealy handling up the left side, trying to get around Dubuque, trying to square up the net. And she's called for the offensive foul. Just as she was about ready to let that one fly. Mealy had 2 goals in the Wildcats opener. And in 2019, she led the team, setting program records in goals with 21, assists 9. This one played into the slot, kicked away by Flaxington. And then Timms whistled for the foul inside. 21 goals, 9 assists, 51 total points for Mealy in 2019. She was an all-GNAC performer as well. Whistle here against Johnson & Wales. 2:19 to go in the first half. Quick moving game. That pass past Frazier. Double team comes. Haley Schneider trying to get away. Frazier pokes it away from behind. And then cannot connect with Shannon Kennedy on the near side. Frazier trying to pick it out of the air. Instead fed forward by Margaret Johnson. Into the corner for Gensarelli. Gensarelli paddling it towards the goal. Booted away by Butler. Gensarelli's second chance off her stick and out of play. .125 and counting to go here in the first half. Salve Regina leading 2-0. Backhand from Frazier. Lefebvre. Back to Hanson. Wales up the far side out of the range of Parker to grab. Wildcats will take it as we hit a minute to play. It's announced by Matt Hurd. Or not. "50 seconds to go here in the first half. Wildcats had numbers there but couldn't get the pass through. Dubuque lifts it to the far side with 36 seconds to go in the half. Wales. Actually make that Kaylin McHugh. No real urgency here. 16 seconds to go in the half. Hanson stepping in front of Katie Sloan. Another whistle here against Salve at midfield, but the final seconds are going to tick off the clock. So a strong opening half for Salve Regina in their home opener of the 2021 season. They lead 2-0 at the break. The Wildcats got some things going there in that second quarter, but not able to find the back of the net yet. Eliza Timms with 2 goals here in the first half. And the Seahawks will take the 2-0 lead to halftime. We'll take a break and be back with the call of the second half. You're watching non-conference field hockey action here on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Resolutions for 2021 are to continue to see our student athletes excel in the classroom, continue to be strong community members reaching out to others, for us to see more of our family, friends, and alumni, and to give every student athlete a chance to win a championship. I wear this so that I remember what our true potential is. Our main goal is to be together in person, cheering on our Seahawks as they compete. Each one will have an opportunity to win a championship and have personal bests. In 2021, I hope to see you here cheering on our Seahawks. Stay well, be healthy, go Seahawks.
Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the third quarter here between Salve Regina and Johnson and Wales. The Seahawks will move right to left here in the second half. Johnson and Wales will move left to right. Salve Regina leading 2-0 thanks to Eliza Timms and Emily Frazier. That first goal, couldn't tell if it was deflected or not. And we got word from down on the field that it did not. So Emily Frazier gets the goal that got the scoring started here today. Her first career goal, not her first career point. She had an assist back on Wednesday in the season opener for Salve Regina. So Frazier and Timms, the goal scorers for the Seahawks, who lead 2-0 here. And the Wildcats, as I said, had a good response after the Seahawks went up 2-0 and a good second quarter. Started to mount some pressure. They're out shooting the Seahawks 9-8 right now. The Seahawks do have a 7-5 edge in shots on goal. Seahawks, though, the benefit of the 2-0 lead. Parker from the wing feeds it into the slot. Bedrosian trying to find it. And a whistle on the inside will give it back to the Wildcats. Andrew Pizzelli here, bringing you the call. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. A gorgeous day here in Middletown, Rhode Island at the beautifully renovated Gaudet Field. All new turf out on the field. Logos as well. Seahawks happy to be home. Wildcats with it off to the wing, booted away by Butler out to the perimeter. On the run, that was Margaret Johnson who had that one hop towards the cage. Wildcats will keep it out to 25. Pressure on the perimeter. And the Wildcats turn it over. Seahawks trying to quickly slide it back to Grace Parker. She stick handles her way back, and now along for Hussey. Seahawks carry it up the right side. Bedrosian on the run, trying to fire it inside. Knocked in the slot. Trunfio crashing towards the goal, and a big stop made by Flaxington. Flashing the boot. Trunfio. Up to the point. Hansen looking for space. Draws a whistle. Slides it across the field for Frazier. It hops off her stick. Sam Levy tied up. And she'll draw the foul there against Johnson and Wales. Levy trying to walk it down the far sideline, draws another whistle. 11:14 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Dubuque steps up to take it away from midfield. Wildcats jump the passing lane once again. Fagan can't get it past Trunfio. Whistle will go against Salve here. Fagan in front of the Wildcats bench. Down the line. Wales will chase it down into the corner. Tangling with Michaela Weaver. Weaver pulls it away. Tiptoes the end line, and then steps out of bounds. And we may get a card here. We will. Yellow card issued to Michaela Weaver with 10:07 to go. So Weaver will sit. Opportunity here for the Seahawks, but the Wildcats, best defense is a good offense, keeping it here in the attacking end. Trying to navigate inside is Mealy. And she's drawn a corner. A short-handed corner here for the Wildcats. And it'll be Margaret Johnson who will bring it into the corner. Left side. Up to the point. Nifty pass to the right-hand side for the shot. That one's blocked. Megan Kramer couldn't get it through. This one fired, hopping its way through the slot and out of play. .908 and counting to go here in the third. Levy moves it across the field. Bedrosian draws the foul near midfield. 2-0 Salve Regina. Emily Frazier, her first career goal, and Eliza Timms, her third goal of the season. Run here for the Wildcats. Dubuque able to stand up. Mealy. First-year head coach Lisa Lopes directing the action here for the Wildcats. Watching Grace Parker now, trying to get it along the near side, right in front of the Wildcats bench. And the whistle will go against Johnson & Wales. Lisa Lopes, first-year head coach after spending 9 seasons at Providence College, including the last 6 as the associate head coach, with a very successful program. So staying in the Providence area, but taking the head coaching position here at the Wildcats, just the second coach in program history. It's just a 13-year-old program. Sloan, as Lefebvre tries to go to the inside, and the Seahawks will get another corner. Bedrosian will take it into the left wing corner near side. Last time they went to Frazier at the point. You've got Timms up there with Frazier as well. Kaylin McHugh alone on the left wing side, near side. Up to the top, stopped by Frazier. Touches it right side. Hanson with the drive, and that's blocked. Lefebvre able to slide it through. Parker couldn't get to it. Flaxington races out to kick it to the perimeter. Hard pass from Margaret Johnson is whistled here. 6:28 to go in the third. Salve still leading 2-0. Hanson able to slide it through. Dancing just inside the arc. Played into the slot. Parker there as well. Lefebvre trying to get it on the goal, and she draws a foul and a corner. Bedrosian once again in the corner left side. She'll look to enter it in. Same alignment as last time. Once again, up to this top. Stopped by Rio. This time she'll fire it, and it's blocked. Rebound comes her way, though. Near side. Floated inside. Timms trying to turn. She fires it towards the goal. Flaxington makes the save, and it's punched in. Hannah Bedrosian on the doorstep. Puts it in for Salve, and they lead 3-0. Three 0 Salve Regina.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 11, Hannah Bedrosian.
First goal of the year for Bedrosian. 3-0 Seahawk lead. Flaxington has made a number of big saves. Just the second time. The third time was the charm for Salve. 7 saves for Flaxington. Made 6 in the win the other night for the Wildcats. Or the junior from Lincoln, Rhode Island. There's too many chances in close. Especially when you've got experienced players like Timms and Bedrosian hanging around the crease. Darian Shepard able to weave her way up the right-hand side. She's going to trigger it on the net, and Butler makes the save. And the Wildcats turn it over. Good opportunity there, though, for Darian Shepard, freshman from West Brookfield, Mass. Pass through to Parker. Plays it across to Lefebvre. Maeve Ledwith lifts it across. Whistle here against Johnson and Wales. 3:40 to go in the third. Seahawks in control, leading 3-0. Pass into the slot. Broken up at the point. Lefebvre trying to rip it on the goal. That's blocked inside. Timms hops it forward. Parker trickles it just wide of the pipe. That one missed by an inch. Hopped in the direction of Timms. Bounced back out to the perimeter. Running over to get it is Kayla Ames. And then she loses it out of play. .245 to go in the third quarter. Seahawks in command, leading 3-0. Kayla McHugh draws the whistle here. Elizabeth Clark tied up and whistled at the 25. Ames with the foul. Hard pass from the Wildcats trying to change the field quickly. Dubuque picks that off right back to midfield. Claire Decker. Wildcats into the slot. And there's always somebody right there at that last second. And Johnson Wales has gone to make the shot. Somebody has stepped up to take it away. Katie Sloan with 1:15 to go in the third takes a big spill, colliding with Eliza Timms. Freeman floated wide for Johnson, trying to get it into the slot to Shepard. And another corner with 56 seconds to go. See who the Wildcats will send out. And it will continue to be Margaret Johnson. Johnson will go short. Shot thrown on the cage. Butler makes the save. Still trying to find it. Loose inside. Butler, another save. Now trying to kick it loose. Third time. Fed off the side of the cage for Claire Decker. Best scoring opportunity so far here for the Wildcats. 3 chances. Ten seconds to go in the third. Taken away by Mealy, but that'll do it for the third quarter. Seahawks add to their lead. Frazier and Timms in the first half. Bedrosian here in the third. Seahawks will lead 3-0. And we will take a break and be right back with the call of the fourth quarter. You're watching field hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Salve Regina leading Johnson and Wales 3-0 here in the home opener for the Seahawks. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. Thank you for finding us. A gorgeous afternoon here in Middletown. First game on the docket here today for Salve Regina. Volleyball is also in action up the road in Bristol at a tournament with Wheaton and Roger Williams. And then later on today, we have women's soccer at Rhode Island College and men's soccer playing Anna Maria. Last night, women's soccer was on the road at Roger Williams as well. They played Johnson and Wales. Neutral site game. Football was up in Northfield, Vermont. They scored a 38-0 victory over Norwich. First game of the year for them. Wildcats are out shooting the Seahawks here in this game. They just have not been able to get past Olivia Butler. And the Seahawks have seemed to have a counter at every turn. They lead 3-0. Goals courtesy of Frazier, Timms, and Bedrosian. Megan Kramer will bring it in from the near side. Plays it back to Claire Decker, all the way across now for the Wildcats. Intercepted at midfield. Here's Grace Parker. Wanted to get it through, had Timms ahead of the field. Couldn't get enough on the pass. Trinfio trying to poke it away from Freeman. And she fans on a pass. Dropped it on back now. Timms trying to run through the ball. And she draws a whistle. Parker dancing in the corner. And this one hops up, and they'll give it to Salve. Trinfio, left wing side. Dancing out wide. Trinfio nearly lost it. And she turns it over. 11:56 in counting to go in the fourth. Hussey trying to get through to Parker. And another whistle here against Salve Regina. 3-0 Seahawk lead. 16-15 the shot advantage for Johnson and Wales. Each team has had 3 corners. At back end, though, for Salve. A lot of experience. Dubuque, Levy, Wales, all seniors back there. The one freshman, Maggie Hansen. And she's looked pretty good. Here's Dubuque. Megan Kramer, left side, trying to get away from Hansen. Wales comes to challenge, and we'll get a corner here for Johnson and Wales. With 10:45 to go. In the fourth quarter. Johnson will take it into the corner left side. And she will put it in play for Johnson and Wales. To the left of the cage. Johnson goes to the short side for the shot. That one blocked in front. Ball still loose inside. Butler way out of her cage, watching it along the end line. And now back in position. And a big tie-up for the ball. And a whistle eventually here against Johnson and Wales. Looked initially to be Jillian Mealy on that short side, who had the initial shot that was blocked. Mealy looking to sprint forward, but the officials, I think, may make them move back here. Mealy trying a quick start there. Seahawks off and running. Here's Timms looking to slide it through for Bedrosian. Bedrosian with speed up the right-hand side. She's going to tee it up towards the net. That one blocked out of play. Stepping in front of it, Margaret Johnson. 9:04 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Salve Regina leading 3-0. Hansen across to Frazier. Return pass a bit behind Maggie Hansen. Seahawks turn it over. Caitlin Freeman looking for daylight. Being pestered by Olivia Hussey. Parker now. Off the Johnson & Wales turnover. Pass Trunfio. Hansen looking to spin away from contact. And she's whistled for the foul. Mealy trying to get to the doorstep. Fires it on the cage, and that one blocked by Dubuque. She took that, looks off the hand. Able to shake that off. That left hand. And a hard shot from Jillian Mealy, the senior from Wilmington, Mass. Parker alone on the near side. Down the line, and Timms will keep it in play. Timms sprinting ahead, 1-on-3. Timms to the doorstep, turning, dropping it back off. Lefebvre dancing, trying to get it on the net. Backhand shot to the wickets, and they score. Ashley Lefebvre able to get it to go. That all started with Timms. 3 Wildcats were able to converge. And eventually, it's Ashley Lefebvre with her first career goal to make it 4-0 Salve Regina.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 9, Ashley Lefebvre.
Maggie Hansen. Seahawks trying to feed it out. Timms jumping in, trying to rake it away from behind. And she's whistled with 6:23 to go and counting here in the fourth. This ball will roll out of play, and Salve Regina will take over. Bedrosian gets it to Timms, able to turn the corner. Timms has Kennedy in front. Kennedy gets it, fires it on the net. Save made by Flaxington. Rebound loose in the slot in a crowd. Timms trying to wedge it free. Crashing in now is Frazier. She fires it back in. Timms' second shot goes wide. Kaylin McHugh with Kennedy on the near side. Mackenzie Wolf plays it to the perimeter. Wildcats draw the foul, and they'll keep the ball. Trailing 4-0 with 4:50 to go here in the fourth. Margaret Johnson turns it over. Wildcats will keep it with 4:19 to go. Nine saves for Olivia Butler here in this game. 8 for Madison Flaxington. Opportunities have been there for the Wildcats. They just have not been able to finish. This one floated in towards the cage and a corner. Michaela Weaver, graduate student, trying to start the action there. And Margaret Johnson, once again, left side of the cage, will play it in for Johnson and Wales. Up to the top, slidden across. Mealy trying to gather it in the slot. Actually, that's Weaver. Ball deflected out wide. And Salve Regina, the defense able to stand up once again and deny the Wildcats. Kennedy looking to accelerate up the near side. Scoops it forward. Kennedy sprints into the attacking end. Lefebvre trying to feed it forward. That's blocked. 2:50 to go here in the fourth. Katie Sloan walks it up the near side. Seahawks converge with the double team. Ball deflects out of play. Last touch by Wales. And actually, they'll give it to Salve, so Wales will walk it in and play it on back for Sophie Beauchesne, junior from Nottingham, New Hampshire. Kira Spedden, freshman from Bolton, Mass. Carried it in and turned it over. Under 2 to play. Seahawks will improve to 2-0. Happy to be home. 679 days since their last home game. That was October 26th, 2019. That is almost a lifetime ago. Fired down the field by the Wildcats. Olivia Butler will watch it sail by. Seahawks take over as we approach a minute to play. An impressive game here today for Salve Regina. Johnson and Wales had plenty of opportunity. Teams even in shots, pretty much. Salve right now with the 20-19 edge in shots. Seahawks were just able to come up with the stops. 30 seconds. Out onto the wing. Weaver looking across at fans. Now floats it towards the net. That one is blocked. That was Beauchene standing in the way of it. 10 seconds to play. Shannon Kennedy shielding it along the near sideline. Wildcats will get it, but the final seconds will tick off the clock. Salve Regina, in their first home game in quite some time, scores a 4-0 victory here today over Johnson and Wales. And Salve got contributions from everyone. Emily Frazier got her first career goal to get the scoring started. And then Eliza Timms added to that to make it a 2-0 lead in the first quarter. Hannah Bedrosian added a goal in the third to make it 3-0. And then Ashley Lefebvre, with her first career goal, made it 4-0 Salve in the 54th minute. Teams were even in shots, but Olivia Butler, 9 saves on 9 shots faced. Madison Flaxington, both goalies were busy. She saw 12 shots, only able to stop 8. And so she will fall to 1-1 on the season, matching the record of the Wildcats. And Olivia Butler will improve to 2-0, matching the record of the Seahawks. Next up for Johnson & Wales, they're home on September 8 versus Westfield at 6 p.m. Salve Regina will hit the road. They'll play UMass Dartmouth on September 9 at 7 p.m. I want to thank you all for joining and listening here with us this afternoon. Thanks to our staff and production crew. Ed Habershaw helping to provide the camera work here today for today's broadcast. And I'd like to thank you all once again for joining and listening. Your final here today, Salve Regina 4, Johnson & Wales 0. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a spectacular afternoon, everyone.